the mobile counterpart. So we're a little bit aware. And hey, look, classic game point of view is Bootcamp and Paradise Resort. We've seen those two areas only contested by one team each. Inside games for Paradise Resort and quick math for Bootcamp. Very central, and yes, we know
Katana and from the likes of also Tornado Energy, so I think that's really good for them.
So now Tornado Energy looking to possibly get the first frag in Sanhok competitive. PEL, as Azarin does get knocked down by example, and now Maxizor comes in and gets a return knockdown, as example is going to be fragged out. So the first frag of Sanhok. PEL working as a team, getting those positions as a team, holding those spots as a format.
Might get actually shut down and getting a little bit of a pickle, as you do have a loot crate coming on through from the heavens from Stella. And they're going to get an egg with, as the circle is about to close up. Where is phase 2 going to take us?
So all of these teams, bar last crew, actually inside circle.
They're looking in their direction, and I think they did get that info. So information is what gives you a big advantage in those fights.
Oh,
here it is.
What's he going to do? Mike spots him out. Just get one knockdown onto member of Das Pilot. Doesn't quite secure the frag, but Lipson returns fire with the knockdown onto Mike.
The high ground is actually going over to DOS Pilot, so that's pretty good for them. Does get another kill flashed out, going to try and go for the jump shot. Does avoid a few bullets of the M4 from Lipson. DOS Pilot doing pretty good in the process. They did lose, unfortunately, CTRKN. Does that have a grenade out? Actually, oh, be careful. Doesn't have a weapon in his hand anymore, but he shoots right into the tree. Not working out quite well. And the grenade will actually roll back on top of him. Very unfortunate. DOS Pilot do have a nice angle to work with. They're going to try and flush their on top of Miho, but be careful in the distance. That QBU going to be really efficient, I think, on this map, actually. A good DMR to work with. There's another angle. Niana's looking for the split engage. Gets another flush. That's going to let DOS Pilot, one pilot remain. Hard to follow. You're like, okay, which team gone out? Okay, we just lost 4 angry kids. What's going to be the next move? Katana getting slowly closer to Tornado Energy. They are pretty low. Melman and Compot low.
Couple of grenades is all it's going to take, Max.
That's all it's going to take. Actually, when you check it out, Tornado Energy, they did take this compound away. I guess it was from 4 angry kids. But Katana, they saw that fight, and that's the thing. 3-man parties, they're always going to happen. You pick a fight. Everyone on the map almost knows where you are, and they're going to try and get a little bit involved. Try and still recover from that skirmish.
Now, what I like about Katana is they're kind of surrounding this compound, but the risky thing is that they could actually be picked off one by one if they're not too careful. They've got to make sure that they use the angles that they have as a team and the communication to their advantage, not peek too far out.
So now it's just going to slow down a little bit. There's no reason really to force it.
Yep. They're both
in the distance, teams are pretty far away, so and also in the circle. So there's nothing really forcing this engage to happen. So it will happen eventually, just not quite now. Going to go over to Rewop. Rewop actually really high up north. They're very close actually to Last Crew. Might have a kind of similar situation that we had with DOS and also Heart Shift. Actually, talking about DOS and Heart Shift, they avoided the fight and they just separated, just don't want to give their team position away. So I think that was actually a smart call there, just trying to lose a little bit less in his first Sanhok game. Engage bringing on through. Katana actually going to be losing one of their first members right off the bat. And actually, Tornado Energy, they're coming out victorious up against the Storm. From Katana. Katana only having Maxizor remaining, and now it's going to be turned into a 1. Actually, no, it's going to be a 2v3. As I say that, you also have Kamka on the side. 2v3 scenario. Grenade coming on through from Maxizor. Will it connect on Melman or Alia GG? Or maybe both. You're not too sure, but no, completely out of the building. Not going to work out at all whatsoever. Maxizor. Still, here it is. Kamka doing some work.
No, now this is what Kamka needs to do. Great push coming out from him. Melman gets the knockdown onto Maxizor. Katana down to 1 player.
Down to 1 player, as just said. Kamka unfortunately on the side. Melman going to come out of the building, and he does get Tornado dangerous in every single map. You've got to be as cautious as possible. Quick math. This is mainly how you do defend compounds on Sanhok, because they're like mainly focused around roads, and you're going to try and put 1 member in 1 building in compounds just to hold like the 4 angles of the compound itself. So I think that's a great move coming out from Quick Math. Definitely, you can see they have some experience with Sanhok and probably did a bunch of scrims or a bunch of casual games for themselves. One thing also you got to know about Sanhok is that high ground, despite you always think that high ground is always going to be really rewarding, it can also be very punishing if you deal, unfortunately, with snakes. Like Sanhok and snakes, they make one. Always.
Sanhok and snakes come together. What?
He's finishing his job! Hard shift, they find dangerous in every single map. You've got to be as cautious as possible. Quick math. This is mainly how you do defend compounds on Sanhok, because they're like mainly focused around roads, and you're going to try and put 1 member in 1 building in compounds just to hold like the 4 angles of the compound itself. So I think that's a great move coming out from Quick Math. Definitely, you can see they have some experience with Sandhawk and probably did a bunch of scrims or a bunch of casual games for themselves. One thing also you got to know about Sandhawk is that high ground, despite you always think that high ground is always going to be really rewarding, it can also be very punishing if you deal, unfortunately, with snakes. Like Sandhawk and snakes, they make one. Always.
Sandhawk and snakes come together. What?
He's finishing his job! Hardship, they finally do. YMCA playing the split engage, I think is really good. Trying to deny a little bit of that protection. Headshot coming on through, but there it is. Guess who from Rewap actually trying to get from the lower section. I think that Codurity has that info. And here it is, a little bit more spray action coming on through as the M4 from Guess Who. Rewap only having 1 member remaining there on this side of the map. Guess Who still, you just get lasered.
Great
back
job.
Blue right there. Jubzik getting the upper hand. Doesn't quite flush it right now, unfortunately. There it is. They're going in without getting information first, and that's not looking too good for Quick Math. Turbo Barner a little bit closer there, still in the blue zone, taking a little bit of tick damage. We're going to go over to also Unity, picking their own fight with last crew.
Molotov.
Yeah, a few Molotov. Molotov's actually good to stop pushes and slow down the engage in Sandhawk, so that's something that's going to be a little bit more dominant. Here it is, back over to Quick Math. Unfortunately, the blue zone is fortunate. Having the high ground, as I said earlier, having the high ground like Unity here can be a little bit scary.
But YMCA Esports get eliminated. Quick Math.
Whoa. Do you have the lip of a hill to work with? They got a little bit of defense. No one really behind them. They're pretty safe for now. Gonna have to try and take that into account. Oh my god, that shift on the circle going completely over to LXG.
Completely. They have one of only 2 compounds on their own. Now, Stellar actually have a solid spot to get into compound, but we'll talk about that later on. Either way, Quick Math do get eliminated. Ferrari breach, as I said, they're breaching the edge of this circle, but Occo got knocked down outside the circle. Washout did as well. 2 of them are going to get taken out. Sen Hicks on the side of Inside Games is going to lose his life, leaving Pixelix on his own, going to try and use the forestry, the rocks to his advantage, as Edukaz does have the high ground on him.
Yeah, it is a 2v1 fight right now. Here it is, a little bit of laser action, and instantly gets flushed back to the action. They got actually this really good location. This is the spawn location on Sandhawk. They got it under control. It is pretty hard to defend because it's in the dip, and you don't got a lot of, like, there's only pillars you're working with. So a little bit scary for them. LXG, once again, not in any kind of, like, harm. They are away from it as much as they possibly can, but here it is. Hearts out.
Going up very close against the side of Unity.
They got 1 flush on Orange, instantly taken out of the picture.
Yep.
And you have Snoopik. It's going to be remaining, going to try and take it 1v3. Once again, Snakes can be lurking up on top of Snoopix. AK Skills, I think they do get the information on him.
They know there's somebody there.
Yeah, but like once again,
know.
Snakes, like late game, that is what can turn around the entire course of the game. Okay, Snakes cannot turn over the course of the entire game. You get instantly lasered down. But now they pick another fight with Milky Way.
Gotta be careful. AK Skills does get knocked down. Izu now going to secure that frag.
Just going to try and grenade on through, but here it is, compound of LXG, so their time is counted before they have to try and shift in circle. And Milky Way finally get involved with another fight with Last Crew. Last Crew doing a little bit of a split. He is in the blue zone. Here it is. Let's get 1 knockdown. Dippy! Gonna try and get back to the safety of his team. He got 1 knock. That's the way he was looking.
No, Jap is gonna have to be careful. He's not gonna want to go for that revive. In fairness, he's gonna possibly look to get fragged. As Austrian does get knocked down. Great play coming out. Jap 1 coming out on top in a 1v2 situation. Milky Way, what are you doing?
Can you try and res back up Rick now? That's the true question. Like, try and push out the kills. There you go. Kills
exactly.
Just in case you're the last man standing on your side. Here it is.
Making their way into the circle, but they're a little bit split.
This is what we're looking for. The end game, most of the time, from Sandhawk is going to be played on the edge of the circle. As we do have Milky Way, we're going to be losing Zoom actually knocked away. A little bit far from his team. Would be surprised if he does get res back up unless the smokes come on through. Here it is, a nice rotation from LXG despite not having the high ground. I think that here, Stellar 3v, now 4v2v2. And LXG going to be dictating the game as they have that huge power spike in terms of like just having still 4 members at this stage, which is very scary.
Would Just White not go for the revive on defuse? Is that, you know, he's right by his side as X Team does get knocked down by Offstring as he's down to 6 health himself. Is he going to be able to survive? He's going to try and get that med kit off as Mans is going to try and keep them under a bit of a level of pressure. All the while, Stellar did get taken down, so we're down to 2 teams, 4 players left, 2v2 situation.
The zone, and here it is, unfortunately, that will be going over.